So lately, I've been on a real run of picking up G.I. Joe figures. I'm usually a wrestling figure collector, but to be quite honest, there hasn't really been a lot in the wrestling world to get my attention, and I desperately need right now. And plus, with the springtime coming, it's a time where I like to get outside and take some photos. So I think this time of year, I'm really honed in on G.I. Joe and the fact that they're putting out incredible figures. Just eye-catching stuff, even stuff that I've had before. I got the new retro Duke, which is fantastic. Comes with incredible accessories. My last review was of the new Scarlet figure, which was a completely, entirely different look, more based on a comic book / cartoon version. And I saw the new Lady Jaye figure, and there were a couple of reasons why I wanted to check it out. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Lady Jaye figure and taking a look at it and comparing it to its predecessor. On the surface, they look identical, but as you get into the details, you're going to see why I decided to pick this one up. A couple things I want to talk about here. First, I was never a fan of the accessories that come with this figure. For one, there's no firearm. You have the two different sets of hair, which create their own problem. From day one with this action figure, I had a problem getting the hair to stay on, especially when I was doing posing and other stuff. Eventually what I did was a quick hack. I got some duct tape, stuck it to the head, and now I can get the hair elements to stay on. But before the duct tape, it was a nightmare. The balancing was a little weird. It's hard to get them to stand. And the weapons, it's like the spear gun things, spear. It's cool, but I would appreciate if she would have came with a sidearm. We have a knife here, and we have the spear guns, but no traditional guns. We have the backpack, which has a holder for another spear accessory, and different tips that you can put on the spears. Now, one cool thing about this figure is if you look in the pack, in the back here, you see cutouts for these spear tip accessories, and that is cool. And I guess it is kind of cool that you could have the hatless version with the hat version, but I think as far as utility goes, it was poorly executed. So now let's take a look at what we got here. This is the retro card we have going on with a great animation drawing of it right here, the huge card, no box, and the biography on the back, and other figures in this line. We have Baroness and two mystery figures. I think this one is probably Lonzo Stalker and possibly Roadblock. Maybe the other character that has a football jersey background. I'm not sure. But it says here that Allison Hart Burnett, Role Covert Operations, Specialty Intelligence, Secondary Specialty Personal Clerk, born in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. And so we have a biography here, and then you look at the accessories. It comes with a stand, knife, spear tips. It looks like we have another spear gun and a camera. So I'm going to open this guy up, let it breathe, and see, get hands-on with this figure and take a look at it. So the first thing I notice right out of the box is this is a weightier figure. Better balance. I have her standing up here right out of the box, and you notice not even using the stand that came with it. So I definitely like that. Let's get the old guy out of here for now. This is, pretty basic. We have the heather green The main difference between this actual outfit and the older Lady Jaye in my collection is that the green is a little bit brighter. This is more of a dull, photorealistic, real world looking practical outfit. This is more cartoony and bright. You have the same belt with the night sheath on both. You don't have the sash here that is actually an extra piece, but in my opinion, it's a piece that gets in the way. So I prefer it not having that. The face scans are pretty much the same. Only has one look as far as the head goes with the hat, which is okay because, like I said, I don't like the way that the hair and the hat interchange. Now you have to do something extra to make the hair stay on, and I much prefer the look with the hat. Um, like I said, the action figure is a little bit bulkier, a little bit heavier, but not too much of a difference. But it's enough that when you put it in your hand, you can feel it, and it instantly feels like it's much better as far as balance goes. Um, the pants, we have the pockets. We don't have the different color padding in the interior of the leg that we do. We have the padding, but it's all one bright heather green color look. Yeah, we have the patch on the shoulder. And so I do prefer this one. I am not. I may have to do my little tape magic with this as well. Interesting. All right. But yeah, I really do like this. This will be more for one I take outside and do photo shoots with. The prior one I'll just leave on my shelf to look at and have in the background of my videos. So after appearance, let's talk about articulation. We have the ball jointed head, which has an incredible range of motion. What you would expect from the figure with short hair. We have the butterfly joints, butterfly cut, in the chest and back. So we have an extra joint here. So it's double jointed shoulders, which is nice. You can get more horizontal movement across the body, but not too much more. I mean, to the point to where it almost doesn't make sense to have double joints, but I will be hard pressed to complain about more articulation. The elbows are double jointed, so you can get a full range of motion on the elbows. The hands rotate, and then we have the swivel top on the body, which is standard with these G.I. Joe classifieds. Of course, it twists at the waist, not too much. It's a little bit stiff at the waist, but you can get a little twisting motion. The legs, ball joint, full range of motion. Cut on the thigh, double jointed knees. So you get a full range of motion there. And then you have the foot, which is on a ball joint as well. So you get a full range of motion there. And so as far as articulation, I cannot complain about it at all. Let's take a look at the accessories. Now, the big difference between the two packs is this pack is actually smaller than this pack right here. And it doesn't have the cutout for the accessories that I mentioned earlier. But that is quite alright. And it plugs in right back here. Okay, but we can get the stand pretty easy without the stand, but with the backpack. And then we have the knife, which goes into the sheath right here, just like the older action figure. And that goes in there pretty snug. I usually keep accessories separate from the figures, but this knife is so snug in there, you can actually keep it on the figure, and you don't have to worry about losing it that much. We have a camera. Now the camera, they did get kind of lazy on. It's all one color. the exact same color as the uniform. Well, for one, with cell phones, you're not going to see this type of camera anywhere. But I mean, it doesn't look anything like an actual camera. You're not going to see just a flat green on any type of camera. And then we have the spear that goes in the gun. So it's the same weapon again, no pistols or anything, just a knife and the spear gun. Yeah, I doubt anybody from Hasbro is going to be watching this, but on the off chance you are, can we get a gun? Just even a little pistol, something I think would be a nice, variety. You don't have to get fancy. So there we go. And I mean, side by side, I mean, they're both great looking figures. This one has terrible balance. And like I said, the hair issue I don't like. The articulation is pretty much the same. You got the same butterfly cut on this one as you do with her. I do really prefer this because of the weight and the balance improvements over this one. Like I said, this will be on my shelf, just to look at away from the hands of small kids or visitors. And this will be one I take outside, do more photo shoots with, and get some playtime in. A lot of people they say, "Oh, you don't play." If you pose them and you take pictures with them, guess what you're doing? You're playing. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're not making them fight each other. If you're staging battles, and if you're putting them out and pretending that they're doing something, you're playing. Get over it. Have some fun. Play with your figs. And so, I think over the summer I probably will be getting a few more of these G.I. Joe retro cards. The new Roadblock is one that is definitely on my must-get list. Outback is on that list, and there are a few others as well, possibly Flint. They haven't really done anything with Lonzo Stalker. My photo from my action figure from that previous line of Stalker was so good. It came with so many great accessories that I don't see myself replacing it or getting another Stalker anytime soon. So that has been my review of the retro card, Lady Jaye, G.I. Joe classified figure. If you like this review, let me know. Put a comment down below. Let me know what figures you got from this line, what you're looking to get, and keep buying them figs. And I'll see you on my next review. I'm out.